Welcome on the third part of saying Kotar. Okay, let's continue the game. Let's try to save Victoria and Nikolai. I need a boat and I need help. Let me see. Arsen. And try to bring his dead parents back to the church graveyard. So let's continue the game.
It's an embalmed priest, decapitated. His head is laying on a golden plate.
The Vatican declared him a traitor, an ally of the evil forces. Can you imagine that?
Strange. The sculpture of Jesus is not nailed to the cross, as it should be, but rather just tied up. There's a time and place to talk to him. This is not one of them.
Do you confess? Go to the confession room.
I have nothing to do in there. I'm sinless.
Sinless. Nobody is sinless.
This door is off limits for you.
Really?
Excuse me.
Let's
Of
go to
course.
Arsen to tell him the news. If I can find him. I forgot where is his house. Dark approaches.
It's locked.
It's locked. Of course it's locked. You are the only left, Nikolai and Victoria.
Ivan Kotar, born in 1159, died in 1218.
This is bizarre. So there is left. If we go straight, let's see.
The street is a dead end that leads to the cemetery.
Dead end.
I'm not comfortable going in a place like that without a good reason.
Seems reasonable.
I can see the school from here. I'm not going in. It's the district Arsen told me to stay away from.
Okay, then south. Police station. If we're going like straight, we need to go to Arsen. Arsen is, I think, here left. Oh, nope. So this is my house there. Let's see the map. Like, if you're going there, is your house. Arsen is, I think, somewhere there. So, yeah, I think it's there, but let's. Where is it leading in this direction? Oh, this is the place. The boat, everything is here. Let's go.
It's me again.
I
I talked to Henry about the dispute.
And is he going to remove the ban?
What is the reason he banned you in the first place?
I don't know.
Ham.
Could you please step outside so I can see you better?
No, it's safer in here.
May I come in then?
You are not family.
Henry is willing to unban you.
Is he? Really?
Yes, I will tell you all about our conversation, but you have to come outside. Step outside, please.
We talked before and you didn't ask me that. Why is it so important now?
Henry gave me something for you. I want to see you under the light while giving it to you.
I don't see the point, but if it's going to save my family... Now, what do you have to show me?
God, that leech thing on his neck is hideous.
Oh my god.
That
Go.
is Hem. I never imagined a leech could get so big.
Scary.
Henry was right. The vampire thing is sucking the life out of this poor, naive man. I have to persuade him to give it to me. Arson, we have to talk about your child.
You stay away from him. Is this why you wanted me out here? Stay away.
Calm down. I'm not going to do anything to him, I promise.
What do you want then?
Where did you find Hem?
I didn't find him. He found me. Years ago, I helped a young detective with a case he was working on. He then showed gratitude by giving me a bucket full of leeches. And there he was. My little Hem. I'm so proud of him. He has grown much since that day. God bless that detective.
It was Detective Mostov?
I believe that was his name. Martin.
Most.
Why?
Just curious. How did you help him?
We went on a tour of the lake. I showed him some places, but he was mostly interested in the island of the asylum.
Did he say why he was interested in the island?
Something about a runaway. I don't know.
Henry told me Hem was born in the Carcassa forest.
That doesn't mean he is evil. Henry thinks anything that grows or lives in that forest must be tainted.
And so out of all the leeches you had, you picked the exact one that became Hem.
He picked me. He crawled his way out of the
my God.
bucket, moved onto my left hand, and then all the way up to my neck. His favorite spot, where he sleeps and eats.
How's your health?
Are you a doctor now?
I've noticed you have trouble breathing, and your skin has no color. Have you had this problem for a long time?
I don't know what you're talking about. I feel fine.
Didn't you say before you are too weak to board the boat?
The love of my child gives me strength and positivity. But I would feel better if I was allowed to attend masses again. And if my house would be blessed as it was before the ban.
I have an idea how we can solve your dispute with Henry.
I'm listening.
You have to give me Hem.
What? Forget it! Stay away!
Remember, I'm in the service of God. You have my word, I won't hurt your child.
He will die without my blood!
No, he won't, and you know that. How long do you think he can live without you? And be honest with me, it's your family at stake here.
Maybe just for one night.
This is the only way to get you absolved, but I need guidance from you.
What guidance?
And you have to keep our little secret to yourself.
I don't like this.
The plan is to find a leech similar to your Hem. For that to work, I'd need your guidance. Where can I find one?
Why do you need him then?
So I can compare him to his potential clone. Henry seems like a clever man, and surely he remembers Hem's appearance very well.
My dear child in the hands of a stranger. I can't do this.
Do you want to live?
If I die, Hem dies. I cannot let that happen.
As soon as I find his double, I will return Hem safely to you.
And then what?
I will bring the double to Henry, claiming it's Hem. All you will have to do from then on is hide Hem when you are near Henry.
You intend to lie to a man of God?
It's for a greater good. God will understand.
Your proposal seems like the only way out of this situation. My dear child, please forgive me. Do not fret. We'll meet again soon. Go now, in the hands of this monk.
Or in his neck.
Farewell. I'll wait for you here. The house is lonely without you.
Don't be sad. You did what had to be done.
God bless him.
So I need to go to the forest and
Where can I find his double?
I've never been inside the forest, but Ida told me once she found a place full of leeches. I believe it's where the detective found him. You must go through the wall of crosses and turn left at the crossroads. His brothers and sisters should be there, where Holly meets Hannah.
Hannah is the river?
It is.
Lake and river.
Keep him safe and get him back as soon as possible.
I will.
Let me say it again. Beware of the forest. It's easy to get lost in that malignant place.
What should I do now? Should I kill Hem? Or find his double and kill it instead? Whatever I decide, God will understand. Dark times require immoral acts.
Dark times require immoral acts. Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Bye, Arson. I don't have a lamp actually anymore. I don't know if I need it. Oh, how I was here. So many.
Those shrubs look poisonous. Which path should I take?
Through the forest. So left, right.
Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil, for you are with me.
Let's make a save. Valley of Crosses. Valley of... Looking
It's
for...
man-made, in the form of a sacred shape. A black magic circle for rituals.
Don't sound good.
I think this is the place Arson told me about. It's swarming with leeches. How am I going to find one similar enough to Hem? They all look the same. Right. By concentrating only on the biggest ones. Looks similar enough, but maybe I should look at others before choosing.
Take a look here.
No, too thin.
Take a look here.
It has a nasty scar. This is not the one.
Oh, so many leeches.
I don't know. Something is off with this one. Hideous. It's laying eggs right now. The size fits. This is the one. No need to search further.
Hem and leech. This is hem, this is leech, okay. Now I need me to go back to Arsen to give him the ham. Let's see where is the other. Uh-oh. The forest.
As if the trees are just waiting for me to pass by and close the passage for all eternity. As if the trees are...
This is open world game.
The accursed Henna River, lifeless and noxious.
Deep into the woods. Hey. Oh, there is someone.
Dear God, those are corpses. Not that it gives me much comfort, but at first I thought they were ghosts. Natural gallows. With their long, strong branches, these trees serve as a perfect opportunity for those who want to commit the mortal sin of suicide. I wish unto these poor souls eternal torment in the afterlife. A very weird and creepy form they have. It's like looking at a petrified herd of giant spiders. Small, with blood-red leaves. I'm going to act on a hunch this time and follow this crawling tree. I was right.
Oh, new achievement.
Crawling, blood-red leaves. The place where the tree with blood-red leaves grows from. This looks like a burial mound. I think I know what happens to Ida's mother. I should talk to Ida.
Wait a minute, you. Don't leave. You will find something else.
Crawling, blood-red leaves. crawling, blood-red leaves.
So this is the end, I think, of this path. Coming back home.
Even a mere tree root looks evil in this place. I feel it will grab me at any moment.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Maybe first he must talk with the priest, with Henry. So there is two steps. There is this one and there is this one. Wrong.
Which path should I take?
Left. Oh, he came from left.
Which path should I take?
So this is his forest downtown. Let's see Ida.
Madam?
Hello.
You knew Yakov Prenger?
Our former priest. I knew who he was, but I never really had a chance to speak to him. Why?
I heard he went missing.
Many people still go missing, vanishing without trace, as if they never existed. I heard this about Yakov too. Sorry I couldn't tell you more, but I really don't know anything else.
Do you know anyone who could lend me a boat?
There's only one man with a boat in this town, and his name is Arsen.
I
Are you
know.
completely sure? The lake is huge. There should be more of them.
It's Arsen or nothing. What do you need a boat for?
I needed to get to Klek.
Beware, Klek is on the list of forbidden places. You think Victoria is there?
Maybe
Could
click.
be.
Then I wish you luck. Try talking to Arsen. I think he'll help you. Swimming or going on foot would be suicide.
I found a mound deep inside the forest.
What kind of mound?
Red one.
A burial mound, I believe.
How could you... Why are you telling me this?
I've seen trees that serve as gallows. They were in the vicinity of the mound.
Oh, the purgatory trees.
Why purgatory?
It's where people go to purify themselves from this place before entering heaven. One of the many beliefs preventing this town from falling into complete madness.
Purgatory trees.
A crawling kind of tree with blood-red leaves led me to the mound.
Blood red.
The same color and kind of tree you have here. The mound is completely overgrown by the crawling tree.
And?
It was man-made, erected over what I believe is a grave.
I still don't understand. Why are you telling me these things?
Have you ever been there?
No, not that I recall. I don't know. Why?
I think you did. And the mound is actually your mother's burial place.
What?
You said her neck bent awkwardly.
To one side, as if it's broken.
Her eyes turned blood red, and you heard her scream.
Correct.
What kind of scream?
I don't know. I'd say as if someone was trying to suffocate her.
I believe you saw your mother dying on one of the purgatory trees.
What?
It was probably too painful to cope with the truth, so your mind tricked you into thinking you were not with her when that happened. Can you try to remember?
The trees, and the corpses, and spiders. Were there spiders?
Shrubs that look like giant spiders. I saw them too. You must have seen the moment when she hanged herself. That is why you remember the neck bending to one side and how she screamed while suffocating.
The blood-red leaves. I remember them now. The ground was full of them. There were hundreds, if not thousands, of blood-red leaves.
Bro, blood-red leaves.
You were right and the police were wrong. She didn't go into Carcassa alone. You were with her. Can you remember why?
Oh, Mother. My dear Mother, I miss you so much. I let you do it. I helped you find the place. My mother, she couldn't bear the pain anymore. It was so painful watching her wither like a rose in winter. What am I going to say to my father now? He knew nothing of her agony. She didn't want him to know.
Tell him the truth. He'll understand. Tell him the truth. He'll understand. Or don't. Sometimes a lie can do more good than the truth itself.
Thank you, Benedict. Whenever I go into the forest, I always avoid that place. I always did, even before that fateful day with my mother. If it wasn't for you, I would have never found out what really happened to her. I don't remember burying her. I don't remember taking the trees. Nothing after her death.
Maybe revisiting the place could help you out. Think about it. Or just leave it in peace.
Maybe I'll go, but not alone. Thank you, my dear monk.
No need to thank me.
Elder monk.
Excuse me.
Sure.
Take something.
Statues and death masks. It was all about Ida's mother's burial site. The same... weird executioner. Souvenirnica Lavenjak. The drawing makes perfect sense. Lav in Croatian should mean lion.
Yeah. Goodbye. Let's go what happened in tavern. Maybe I will read all these papers to have like one more. But maybe I will not.
Excuse me.
What do you want?
Where could I get a boat?
Are you kidding?
Why?
Just walk along the shoreline and pick one up. The town is letting people use them for free to encourage fishing.
You can't be serious. The lake is dead.
I love it.
About the boat. What can I do?
The only fool to have one is that old fisherman. Dead fisherman? I haven't seen him for a while.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
What?
Of course.
I need a boat. Give me leech and carry.
He doesn't want this thing alive. Only dead.
Ah. Don't kill the ham. Kill the leech. Not to make a mistake. Don't kill leech.
I should probably try something else.
What? Why?
Evil! Meet this weapon of faith! It's dead. I should give it to Henry now.
Oh, he killed him like with cross.
Hem is dead.
Proof?
Stabbed to death.
Are you sure this is him?
Yeah.
Arson killed it in front of my eyes.
How did you manage to persuade that old fool?
Does it really matter now? It's done. The thing is rotting in hell.
Right. I have no reason to doubt the word of a fellow man of the cloth. You can go tell Arson I will come to visit him soon. His house needs to be blessed.
I will. God bless you.
Take the boat. Row towards the truth, brother. I'll keep you in my prayers and hope we'll meet again soon.
Thank you. I will choose now to arson immediately.
It's done. I gave Henry a dead leech from the forest. Here, take him back.
My child! Oh, how I've missed him. God bless you.
You are no longer banned from the church. Henry said he'll come by soon to bless your house.
Wonderful news. I am so grateful, stranger.
Don't forget to hide Hem from Henry and other people. You'll get yourself expelled again if you don't.
I already have an idea where I'll keep him safe. You did your part. No need to worry about me. And I did my part too. I moved my parents out of the boat and into my house. Just temporarily. Until I can move them back to their grave. Take the boat now.
I will, thanks.
How can I find Click?
Get to the other side and then follow the shore. Once you get there, you'll know it. You really can't miss the 3 white fingers.
3 white fingers. It's some kind of mill. So exciting, we are going to it boat.
Excuse me.
Let's go. Let's try to find Nikolai at last. At least.
The boat is here, but they left. It might be too late, but I have to try. I have to get on top of that hill. God help me. Now more than ever.
This is my boat, this is his boat.
Arsen's boat, which I intend to return to the old man. Khatur's boat. The inside is so dark. No, wait. It is full of blood. Damn crows! It's full of...
Let's go.
Click. Crows. They are everywhere. At least a dozen circling above these finger-like rocks. I should try to find some clues where Khatur might have taken Nikolai as quickly as possible. This rock looks like an altar. Blood. Lots of blood here. Drag marks in the blood, splattered to the right of the rock. Three triangles with a line down the middle. It's the same symbol we saw on the balcony door. 7 symbols, marks, or something else. Whatever it is, it symbolizes something malevolent.
Nice. Inventory. Bible, crucifix, and cleaver. Funny.
Now smaller drops. Very hard to spot. They lead towards those small rocks. I'm struggling to notice anything here, but those look like bloody fingerprints. I'm struggling to notice anything here, but those look like bloody fingerprints. Footprints and marks of a body being dragged into the woods. Was Nikolai sacrificed here? I have no choice. I must follow the clues. Blood has led me here, to a watermill deep inside the woods. And I was followed the whole time. I can hear something. A very faint sound coming from down there. A small window is hidden behind this bush. That's Nikolai. He's either unconscious or dead. That massive pendulum is about to slice him in two.
Yeah, let's try to enter the house, I think. The windmill. I must stop the mechanism.
More blood. Wherever I go in this place, all I see is blood. More blood.
Yeah, I will just put the resurrect.
This mechanism is making the pendulum swing. There's no other explanation. I should try to stop the wheels, but I'd need something long and strong enough to do that. Human skin. I still can't fathom the hate and cruelty shared among God's creations.
Take it.
Humans. I still can't.
Now it's time to crucify it. Again.
I dare not to try this.
Bible.
I dare not to try.
Okay. Cleaver.
This feels wrong.
Alright.
This mechanism is making the pendulum swing. I should try to stop the wheels, but I'd need. I think I'm going to throw up. But this stake could be what I need for the mechanism of the wheel.
What happened?
This is a nightmare. It is massive, but I think I'll manage to carry it for this short distance. They all look the same. A tripod structure with two triangles on top, made of twigs and tied up with a yellow plant root. It's the symbol from the house. I'm not sure if they are meant to keep the worshippers safe or harm the sacrifice by deepening their pain.
Oh, it's like animation, maybe it's like this.
You're alive!
Benedict? Come downstairs. Quickly! Come here. I'm too weak to... How did you find me? I thought you already left town.
You can thank God for that.
There's no time. We must get out of here. I don't know where Kotar is, but I fear he... No, not anymore. Please.
I'm everywhere. I see and hear everything.
Your body is yellow because of the robe, but you have a face.
My face is a mask.
Someone told me moon ghouls have yellow bodies and shadows instead of faces. So what are you?
I am the king. You, that worm at your feet, the child on the pier. You all are slaves to Kasak.
Kasag.
What do you want?
Where is Nermin?
I don't know that man.
More importantly, where is the book?
What book?
Get down. Crawl like a worm. Start praying to that god of yours.
Please. We only want Victoria.
You wouldn't be here if that was the case, facing the final moments of your existence. Tell me where Nermin is, and your agony will be brief. Give me the book, and your soul will be left to wander free. Don't do it, and you will be tortured.
Maybe I should
until the
go
last
previously
drop
before
of
in
blood
police.
has left your body. You will be then sent to Achrizath to serve Kasag.
I know you talked to Victoria last night.
She was asked the same questions and she refused to talk. Just like the two of you. Things would have been different for everyone if she did her part.
What part? We came in this town to find...
It hurts, I know. You should blame her.
Didn't you hear the chief of police? Victoria and Nermin have disappeared.
Norin is insignificant. A blind follower of that god of yours. You know exactly where they are hiding.
I don't know what book you're talking about. Nikolai, do you?
The Sekfra. I already told him. I don't know
Sekra.
anything about it.
The long-lost occult book.
The original was destroyed by the Inquisition.
It was, until a new one was written, enriched with secrets beyond your earthly realm, and more powerful than your silly little Bible. You know where it is, and you know what will happen if you don't give it to me. I'm giving you the last chance to speak up. And don't try to escape. Give up the book, or tell me where it is.
I
So
should do
stupid.
something, but what? God help me.
Give him a... No.
I dare not. I have your book.
You worthless being! You will regret... Ah! Tvare korci! Achriza!
Maybe I should with other one.
Help me tie him up.
Is this happen to everyone like this black screen or only me?
Kasag sees you! He knows what you did!
Let's get out of here. There's another lever at the top of the stairs.
Remember, there can be only one God.
Really strange. He put this and now it's working, but he stopped it before in the previous room. So strange.
Nothing in this pocket, and nothing in here. Wait, interesting. A key. Maybe we'll need it.
Good idea to search him. Let's leave this place now.
I can't see a thing. It looks bottomless. Sharp enough to split a hair in two. I dare not imagine getting in the way of its swing. I've already searched. Are you sure about this?
If I have to choose between 2 nightmares. I'll take the one in my head. You should get some rest too.
How did Kotar manage to take you away?
I don't know. He just appeared in front of my eyes. And then everything went dark. From then on, my mind kept phasing in and out, so I don't remember much. Until I was awakened by these appalling screams. He was skinning a man, alive, impaled on a stake.
Who was that skinned man?
During one of the conscious phases, I remember seeing him in the boat. He had no skin on his face and no eyes. It was impossible to know his identity. He was a living corpse.
What happened in the watermill?
I don't want to talk about it.
You are drained of energy. Your face is ghastly pale and you barely talk. But you don't seem physically injured, so what happened?
I'm not certain we killed him, Benedict. Can death die?
You heard his screams at the end. That man is no longer part of this reality.
I think he cursed me. He said so many words in an ancient language, and then with every word that came out, there was a weight inside. It was becoming heavier, unpleasant, until unbearable. He was trying to curse my soul, Benedict. He wanted me to let it go.
You are here. You survived. Calm down now. No need to talk about it anymore. I'm going to lay on the couch downstairs. Not really. As soon as he falls asleep, I'm getting out of here.
When I close my eyes, I can still see the pendulum getting closer with each breath.
What happened in the lodge?
It was that detective. He deceived us. He pushed us into this trap. Thank God we split. We would have been both dead by now if we hadn't.
There should be no more doubt, even for you. Victoria is involved in the horrors of this place.
She's not. You heard Hatur. He said that she was asked the same questions about Nerman in a book, which means she was captured and tortured too.
That man was lying, and he never said she was tortured, just that he asked her the same questions. Why did she rent the house for 3 nights? We were supposed to leave together immediately the next day.
I don't know. She just said to me we were going to stay more. I thought she was just joking. You know her.
No, I don't know her. Not anymore. It was Lucia, the owner of this cozy house, who told me it was rented for that long. Why would she stay this long? And without telling us, if not for obscure intentions?
She's not guilty, Benedict. For God's sake, it's your sister we're talking about.
Did you know that Victoria and Hatur had a friendly conversation in the woods last night?
Who told you that?
Madame Vera, the neighbor.
In the woods?
I went in there and found fresh footprints near a mass of human remains. Can you explain that?
It could have been someone else, or that neighbor is lying.
Remember what Mostov said before letting us go? Hatur was looking for Victoria last night, before the incident at the castle.
I don't believe anyone. She had nothing to do with those atrocities.
To sum up, and please don't interrupt me. Victoria and Nerman disfigured the mayor to worship a malignant deity. I'm getting sick just by saying this, but the mayor was Nerman's father, so you can imagine what kind of monster he is. She dragged me into this town claiming that we would be staying just 1 night, but she actually rented the house for 3 nights. Did she plan to sacrifice me to her new master? Maybe even the both of us. Hatur knew her, a man who called himself the king of a cannibal tribe. Maybe she has that book he was looking for. Maybe she just didn't want to tell him where Nerman is. All I know, a man that evil would have killed her in the woods if they didn't have a mutual agenda. Victoria left God and became what our parents feared she could be. She murdered that man in the Carcassa forest, and she murdered her unborn child.
She did not. Our child is not dead.
I already saw that in our family. Victoria became what our parents feared she could become. Our aunt.
She never told me anything bad about your aunt.
She murdered her unborn child too.
Murdered? That's impossible. Victoria would never have kept such a secret from me.
Nikolai, she kept her mouth shut because she's afraid of becoming just like our aunt.
Enough. Leave. You can say whatever you want. I know my wife is just a victim in this story. She's a good person.
You should rest now. But first, let me just ask you what...
Why did you choose to stay? You don't care about your sister. Even less about me.
To find the truth. It's my responsibility to know what happened and to understand why she did it. Victoria became what our father hated. I want to know why.
Well, it couldn't be simpler. The truth is right in front of you. You're just too blind to see it. What was that you wanted to ask me?
In the watermill. You said to Hatur you came into this town to find something. What exactly? Hatur said Kasag knows what you did. What did he mean by that? Don't answer. I just wanted to see your face while asking. I'll find the truth eventually. I should pay a visit to Mostov. He has a lot to explain and surely knows more about what's going on. It's a risk going there after what happened to Hatur. And there's still the chance they could take me in. But I think I'm out of options. I should leave him to... I can see the accursed symbol in complete darkness from up here, without kneeling down. We left it on the table, with its front side facing the wall.
Fireplace, nice.
Lucia must have lit the fire. There are a few feathers and several burnt beaks among the warm glow of the embers. This woman eerily reminds me of Victoria in her younger days, back when I could rely on her, instead of having to fear her.
Maybe the key is for this door.
It's not going to work. It's locked. It's not going...
Let's see what Vera is doing.
I've talked to Father Henry about Yakov. Is it true he was sent by the Vatican? Strange, but true. Why do you think it's strange? Town has dispute with Vatican. They never visit, we never talk to them. Then after so long, they just send a priest? It's nothing uncommon, believe me. What about Henry? He told me he never liked Yakov. What happened between them? Yakov hated him. He told me Henry is insane, no methods in thinking. He wants everything and he wants it now. Can you tell me the details? I don't know details. Yakov kept a lot of his troubles from me. He is a secretive man, full of mysteries. Maybe that is one reason why I love him so much. Excuse me. Nothing in there. white and red squares, a Croatian version of the chessboard. I'm no expert, but I'm pretty confident this is a 15th century map of Europe. Everything in this town revolves around that troubling period of human history. I'm not a pest. The owner said she wants to be left alone.
Let's see these other books.
Assum Tavruli at the top, and the other two are Maleus Maleficarum by Heinrich Kramer, and an unnamed manuscript by Herodotus. What a strange taste for books. I don't need it. Officer.
Officer Mars, stranger, do me a favor. Take a look at those two opened case files on the desk.
Why?
Just do it.
Haven Elizabeth McGuire. Date of disappearance is unknown. Talked to a few officers on a few occasions, asking for directions. Was particularly interested in the mountain. Rented 2 rooms for 2 nights in the Lodge Goldian. Reasons unknown. According to the receptionist, she didn't eat nor sleep. Receptionist heard her talking to someone in the room the first night, but saw no one with her before or after. Yonkadia disappeared on March 2nd, 1982. Person last seen on a full moon night. Multiple witnesses saw him talking to a strange tall man earlier that day. Clothes and personal belongings found in a trash bin near the railway station. Clothes were full of crow feathers and blood-stained. Analysis showed blood was of unknown animal origin. Adi Bojanic. Such a beautiful dog. I looked at the case files. What was the point?
Remember those people. They were strangers just like you. They wander around the town just like you. You don't get to walk safely in this valley. Sveti Kotar is a dangerous place.
I know that.
They knew too, and the ones that went missing before and after them. Everyone knows, but nobody cares.
I understand. Thank you for being so thoughtful, officer.
Just doing my job. Now tell me, what made you appear in front of my desk tonight?
I'm looking for Detective Mostov.
He's downstairs with the mayor. Wait a minute. Who are you anyway?
This man doesn't seem to know about me and the interrogation. I'd better lie.
Well?
I was sent to bless the mayor's corpse before the funeral.
Who sent you?
Father Henry.
Why? Is he alright? He always comes.
Well, no. He didn't feel well tonight, and it was an important matter that couldn't wait. So, here I am.
I agree, but you are a stranger. You don't live in Sveti Kotar.
I'm a visiting priest of the Church of Ivan Kotar.
I see. All right, Father. You may go see the mayor downstairs. It's the passage behind me.
When did the disappearances start?
Centuries ago.
And no one did anything to stop it by now?
Hey, we are doing the best we can, even though it helps nothing. If the efforts of the Inquisition were futile, then there's not much we can really do here. Just pray, I guess.
What did the Inquisition do?
They built this building, the Grimalda Castle, and the Church of Mary in the forest. Helped to materialize God, you know. They banned the Saboran name and religion, and they hunted them. Thanks to their efforts, many followers of the vile tribe were captured and executed. But the evil is still here. It's floating in the air, it's crawling under the ground, and it's poisoning the minds.
Why not just abandon this valley then? It's irreversibly cursed.
Faith. We the Kotarians are stubborn people. We may have little possessions, but we never lack faith. And one day a savior will come, and we will be free of the malice. It's faith that keeps us living and hoping.
There's a strange-looking mailbox outside.
Mailbox?
Yes, on the facade of the building.
Ah, that is not the mailbox. It's for the denunciations.
You let people denounce misdeeds by slipping pieces of paper into a box?
Yes, as per the decree, proof of faith.
Has this something to do with the edicts of faith from the past?
I think so. The decree was enacted years ago by our beloved mayor, God bless his soul. And I know he was a great admirer of Inquisition's methods.
I'm starting to pity the mayor. What kind of denouncements are we talking about here?
Denouncements that prove your faith to God.
More specifically?
You suspect someone to be a Saboran? You denounce him. Your neighbor shows a lack of faith. You denounce him. An old friend knew about a Saboran family but said nothing? You denounce both him and them. You must act if you love God. Otherwise, you risk being taken away.
What happens to the denounced ones?
They are taken into the asylum for further inspection and, hopefully, successful exorcism. So take this matter seriously while in town. If you meet someone unfaithful, denounce them.
Who decides if your faith is strong enough? I mean, officer, it's easy to say who is a Saboran, right? But how do you know if a believer is having a lack of faith?
I know what you're thinking, but the men who decide make no mistakes. They have integrity. The warden and his staff are good people, exemplary believers. They have the town's full confidence.
This man knows nothing about the conspiracy, or doesn't want to know about it.
Do you see the paper forms and quill by the lamp? Combine them to file a denunciation, then take the form and put it into the box outside. It's that easy to show your love for God, while at the same time making this town a safer place.
Whatever becomes of them at the asylum, I could denounce those I believe should be punished. After all, it is my duty as a man of God, and it's anonymous. Excuse me.
Okay, I think I will stop for today. Thank you for watching and see you tomorrow. Possible.